welcome to another week of
News with Nestrs.
I got it right. Yes. Okay, so we experienced a week or two of technical difficulty, but we're back at it. Check out our last two episodes. They are all January 2019 news briefs in the Airbnb short-term rental world. But this past week, we have some Airbnb updates for you.
That are pretty interesting.
As of yesterday, surprise, surprise, the Patriots won the Super Bowl. Now the minute, so Airbnb hosts were pumped the Super Bowl was coming to Atlanta. So all the Atlanta Airbnb hosts were like, yes, we're going to make money this weekend. It's going to be great. Except then once the teams were determined, everyone kind of got a little disappointed because the Patriots always win. And apparently the Rams don't have a very loyal following. So, but regardless, the hosts still made out this weekend. What was really cool, okay, how about this? According to Forbes, Airbnb hosts welcomed 9,200 guests from 59 countries and 49 states. 23% of Atlanta hosts hosted for the first time this past weekend to get in on all that extra revenue. So, of course, we have all those experienced hosts really excited and a whole bunch of competition comes onto the market. But that's the way capitalism works. So hopefully those super hosts got to charge a premium rate. So the average price per room per night in Atlanta for an Airbnb is $80 a night. But over the Super Bowl weekend, the average price per room was $180.
Not too shabby.
That's pretty good. The hosts really made out this weekend. I didn't hear any horror stories. So hoping that the Atlanta Super Bowl weekend went swimmingly for those hosts. What else is up, Nick?
Well, who wants a free trip to Italy? Airbnb is, I guess this is kind of their philanthropy situation. They've been inspired to offer a 3-month summer vacation to 4 lucky individuals in southern Italy in a little village called Grotto.
You guys, before we pressed record, Nick spent like 30 minutes looking up how to pronounce that.
All right, so I don't know how to pronounce the city, like Grotto, Italy.
Grottole.
There you go.
Grottole? I don't know.
Maybe. What's interesting about this village is it has over 600 empty houses and it has a grand population of 300 people.
Yeah.
So this is just the beginning of kind of a revitalization of the town. There are a lot of things happening that are in play that are trying to save this. A free stay with Airbnb is just one of them. But the landscape is breathtaking.
So it's kind of, you looked it up last night, it's kind of like lower Italy, but right in the center.
Yep.
But it's like on a hillside, so you can see for like miles this little tiny village.
Yeah. Actually, if you want more information about it, you can see in the links below.
But real quick, they want the people who stay there, the 4 people who stay there, they will essentially be volunteers and host Airbnb experiences. Just because I feel like right now, maybe there aren't enough Italians there who feel comfortable with hosting or have the means to host. So it'll kickstart the experience situation there.
I think it's a great strategy too because there's less English spoken in the southern regions of Italy and also in the smaller villages. So tourism will probably thrive if they have that type of connection.
Great. So hopefully if you're planning your vacation, even if you don't get to be one of the 4 lucky people who get to go,
still check it out.
Check it out anyway and take an Airbnb experience. I know they're excited to teach Italian lessons, how to make pasta. They have some sort of like bee situation. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, check out the link below if you want to apply. You have to apply by February
17th.
Yes. All right. So Airbnb is getting into more and more spaces, one of them being office space rental. You all know like WeWork and things like that. Well, there is a business, I think it's pronounced Gaest, Gaest. It was started in, hold on you guys, Denmark. But it operates all over the world. It's apparently pretty darn successful. Well, Airbnb just acquired it. And for now, Gaest will operate per usual with its own website, its own everything. But it's very much like residential Airbnb where you can go on and rent a studio, an event space, an office space, midday if you need it, if something's open. So it's a really cool platform. You know, Airbnb in the future might add it to their Airbnb.com platform. They may not, but for now, they have the backing of Airbnb, which is pretty cool.
And I think that makes a lot of sense because Airbnb has been going towards business-friendly accommodations as it is, and you can actually qualify for? What do you have to be a printer or?
Oh, for Airbnb. So if you're an Airbnb host and you want to be business friendly, you just have a place. You have to have high-speed internet. You have to have a smart lock so they can come and go as they please. And if they get in, their flight gets in at midnight, they don't have to worry about meeting a host to let them in.
And a desk.
Get in. And then a
work.
desk.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day when we were not newbies, but really excited to be work friendly, we were going to get like a scanner and a shredder and like a printer. But no, you just need a workspace.
Awesome.
So, okay, what's up next?
Unique Airbnb luxury rentals that will blow your mind.
One in particular.
So this is actually a really cool story. Have you ever want to stay in a World War II troop kitchen train car?
I bet you have. And if you haven't thought about it, now that you know it exists, you probably do.
So according to Maxim.com, this train car was constructed in 1942. It served U.S. Army cooks throughout World War II and was decommissioned in 1955. After that, it was turned into a mobile command car for the Strategic Air Command during the Cold War.
Yeah, but it wasn't done yet.
No. It kind of was done.
Yeah.
They retired it from military duties in 1988, and then it sat in an Army train yard for years until a lieutenant colonel purchased it and made it his residence.
He did. He hauled it all the way to Tennessee.
Yeah. But there was some turbulence in the relationship that ended ended his marriage.
Yeah.
They got divorced and liquidated their assets. So the new owners purchased the train car in 2016, which they then converted to an Airbnb.
It's so pretty.
Now this sits on a beautiful plot of land with a pond and lush landscape. Let me see the details here.
Fire pit.
Yeah.
It accommodates up to 4 people.
It has a clawfoot tub, a queen-size bed, and a beautiful pull-out sofa. Now, they had to go through all the plumbing, the electrical, and the renovations, but in the end, they said it was all worth it. And
it always is.
And they've been experiencing tremendous success, and that's just this past year since January.
But if you want to check it out, if you have need to go to Tennessee or you like staying in unique Airbnbs, we'll link it below.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Airbnb is taking over the world. Sort of.
I mean, sort of.
Yeah, but sort of. Okay, I got some stats for you guys that I thought were pretty impressive. And I'll have links to all of the sources for where we got our stories, but this is a cheddar.com article. According to Rakuten Intelligence, which apparently is like this intelligence thing that I should know more about because they just spoke about it like we all should know about it.
Right.
Airbnb is the largest player in the lodging industry and is growing at about twice the rate of traditional lodging options. So apparently they hold 25% of all lodging options.
Which is crazy.
That is crazy. Of the 40% rate that it's growing at, 33% are new to Airbnb, meaning 33% of the rate that it's growing, it's people who have never used it are now feeling comfortable using it. Right?
And why not?
Right. According to the study, most Airbnb stays average at 3.3 nights because people are saying, well, if I have to pay a cleaning fee, I might as well stay longer than one night. Because at a hotel, it's all wrapped up. It's more expensive sometimes, but if you stay one night, maybe not really. It actually might be.
Well, it's getting to the point now where it's about the same cost.
So, according to the study, apparently the average cost per night is nearly identical to that of a hotel stay at $152 per night. Now that includes the cleaning fee and all the Airbnb fees, but still, what you pay per night
is about the same
for one night. So if you have a longer stay, though, it still makes sense to Airbnb.
Airbnb is still more economical, and also you're getting more amenities typically with an Airbnb. Maybe not a pool and a gym, although in some cases you are. But you're getting a kitchen almost every time with that because you're getting a household.
Usually, yes.
That's personalized and not your sterile hotel room, which sometimes is appropriate and sometimes you don't want that.
Cool. Another fact is millennials are the biggest group of travelers that use Airbnb, and this is good news for us hosts because guess what? Millennials are only getting older, right? And they're not at the top of
That's how it works.
The chain right now. They're still growing up. So our businesses will hopefully still continue to thrive as millennials get older and they travel more, and pretty cool.
And last but not least,
dun dun dun.
Airbnb shames Hawaii. So get this. Hawaii is attempting to subpoena 10 years worth of information on the island's hosts from the past because of potentially delinquent taxes.
They want to find delinquent taxpayers, and a way to do that is to get all this information off of the Airbnb platform.
Which Airbnb has privacy policies in place, so
yeah.
it is illegal.
Well, that's what Airbnb is saying. So
yeah.
So I think Hawaii went for it, and Airbnb pushed back and was like, no, this is actually against this goes against, I think, what they say, federal and local law.
But right now we're looking at 16,000 people that would be exposed to this request. But what's kind of interesting is in Honolulu alone, there are 800 legal properties that are operating under the Airbnb model.
No, I think that's just vacation properties.
Oh,
there's
vacation.
800 legal vacation, whether they're Airbnb or not.
Got it.
800 legal ones.
All right. And they haven't issued any new permits since 1989.
Yeah.
So because of that, they're estimating that there's 10 times, so what's that, 8,000?
Yes.
8,000 illegal vacation rentals.
Right, like they don't have a permit, they don't really have permission to operate. But Airbnb's saying, we get that, but you still can't ask us for all this private information. So, that has not been solved.
That's still going on.
Yeah.
And if we hear any updates, we will let you know. And if you have any for us, please leave some comments below.
Yeah, and if you want links to all these full articles, they'll be below. Go ahead, apply for that free trip to Italy. And
February 17th.
Yes, is your due date. So we'll see y'all next week.
Take care.